There we go.
There we go. Welcome to this next Redcast episode 40. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
And we're going to be monkeying around.
Get your hand off my monkey.
Hey, yo, what are you doing over there?
Don't pet my monkey. Don't touch my monkey.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show, folks. Episode 40. Your host, Joey Infante, coming in from good old Brooklyn, New York. Here with my co-host, Jim Backus.
What's up, everybody? Representing Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go Penguins.
There you go. 7-0 victory tonight. Started the playoffs. There you go. Coming in from down south, J Mizzle, my Nizzle, J Mac.
What up, what up, what up?
How's it going?
Fantastic. That's all I had. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, what are you going to do? And coming up north from the polar opposite, formerly from down south in Florida, via New York City, Long Island, and Queens, Mr. William Casanelli.
Hey, it's fucking freezing up here in fucking Maine. How you doing, guys?
What is happening, gentlemen? Welcome to the show. It's been a few weeks because we had a minor glitch when we did our video commentary, and we said, all right, we'll put it off to the side. We'll release the audio in due time because there's some gold on there where we get into some theme song singing, and it'll come out soon enough. But in the meantime, we're just going to come back with episode 40 here and change things up a little bit on the show. We decided to do one horror film coupled with one non-horror film. Change it up a little bit, see where it goes, and up for tonight, we have 1993's Western hit, Tombstone.
Ooh.
Which I believe was a first watch for you, Bill.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Nice.
Really?
First time watch.
Wow. Didn't expect that.
No.
So that'll be interesting to get into in a bit. And we have a special guest joining us. Jim?
Yeah, we're gonna have Dawn Rogers on from Black Raven Paranormal. Yeah, they're a paranormal group. They just recently traveled out to Tombstone, Arizona. So they had a nice little trip out there. So they got to see the town now, do some history research, also do some paranormal investigating. So we're going to talk to her about their experiences out there. So that'll be pretty good.
Nice.
Excellente. So that'll be in a little bit. And then we'll get into Tombstone. And coupled with that, the horror 2009 film, Laid to Rest.
Yeah.
So that was a first time watch for me.
Me too.
So,
Not me.
That'll be fun to get into as well. So before we get into the featured films and all that jazz, let's just shoot the breeze for a little bit. It's been a month since we had a show, since we had the blip. We were supposed to do Killer Clowns, which was fun. We had a great time, but we couldn't get it to sync up properly. So, Jim, I know you've been on a little adventure, eh? You had some con that you were at, or a panel you were speaking at.
Yeah, we locally here, about an hour away from where I live, a friend of ours, Laura, she put on a convention for paranormal and psychic, and myself and Rochelle from Hillview Manor, we went out and did a hour lecture 2 days in a row, and then the rest of the time got to hang out and just really have a good time. The hotel itself is very old and haunted, so and then we got to hang out with friends and had probably one of the best times I've had so far at a convention. So it was really, really good. And they're going to have another one in November, so anybody locally in PA or anywhere in the area want to come out to Hotel Conneaut, look it up, and November 3rd and 4th, we're going to do that again.
Nice. Excellent.
And then, we have about 3 or 4 more speaking conventions we're going to be doing throughout the year, and then a couple other ones we're just going to be traveling to and networking, and then pretty much like we discussed about the New Jersey one you brought up yesterday. Was it yesterday? We were talking about that, setting up a table or something.
Yeah, doing
last night.
cons, getting the tables going, mingling
So
with
pretty
the
much
crowd.
just doing that. Pretty much just doing that. We're gonna probably go set up a table to at least one of these conventions, or events, whatever you want to call them. They're not like full on conventions like those ones, but they're real low key, but still have a lot of good people in the field. And yeah, it's good to just get out and travel and see people you don't get to see all the time. So it's a real good time.
Yeah. Yep. So this is going to be the New Jersey HorrorCon, September 21st to 23rd in Atlantic City.
Hey.
Go check out the horror shit and then hit the craps tables, baby. Whoa. Let's do it. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that'll be a good time. We could meet up in person and, and speaking of that, Bill and I fucking had a little rendezvous in Boston.
Hey, I thought you weren't going to tell anybody about that. Come on, man.
Ooh. that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I walk in, I go with cousin Nikki, who guested on episode something. I don't know, maybe
he was packing heat, wasn't he?
Late 20s, early 30s episode, something like that.
Yeah. So cousin Nikki was on that episode, and he came down with me to Boston. That's why I was up in New Hampshire, and hanging with the family. And Bill was down in Boston at PAX East.
Yeah.
Working the con, and I said, "Yo, I'm driving down," and we fucking hung out.
We did.
We hung out in person.
We fucking hang out.
It was an experience. I go down there, we meet up. He brings us to his hotel room. Walk in, some dude sprawled out in a bed in his pajamas. Oh, dude, what's going on here? Holy shit! What is this? Me and cousin Nikki are looking at each other like, yo, it was about to go down here. Bill's gonna fucking capture us. This guy. It was all set up.
He was supposed to like knock you out while I raped you. I don't know.
Yeah, we got fucking chloroformed. I fucking woke up bound, gagged, fucking hogtied.
Bathtub with ice.
My fart sounded like this. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I love you, Joey.
Oh man, that was great. No, it was Bill's co-worker. They were working the con together. He was his boy, and it was fun. We hung out and ate some good food and shared a lot of laughs and a canoe, Bud Light.
And a canoe.
We took a dip in a canoe. Like a ride in a canoe,
Oh yeah.
So it was a good night. Yeah. We kept it like gentlemen. I didn't take my clothes off. I wasn't licking anybody's faces. So it was a good night.
You touched my chest a few times.
Yeah, it definitely was like very touchy feely with Bill. At first, he was a little like, I'm like, what's up, bro? What's going on? He's like, what's up, man? How you doing? But once he loosened up, I was throwing him slaps on the ass. It was all good.
He grabbed my ass. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh man.
Bill was probably hoping you were catfishing him this whole time, and you were like a hot 25-year-old girl.
I'm like, where's the 13-year-old girl? Where is she?
Oh my God.
Jesus, 13.
I was like, he fucking walks in with his leather jacket on and fucking a stick back. How you doing, man?
I got some Smirnoff ices.
Some Zima.
Some Mike's Hard Lemonade for you.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hard. Now they got hard seltzer. Hard seltzer.
Seltzer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hard
my
seltzer,
God.
man.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Got a Four Loco.
Four Loco. Yeah, I got 20-pack of Four Loco in the car.
That's how we kept
We'll see where the night takes us.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's how I
So,
roll.
yeah. It was a good time. And then we had some espresso to cap the night off in the lobby.
Yeah, good
Uh,
stuff.
Great time. It was fun. He was a gentleman. So
Of course.
Gentleman and a scholar.
Gotta treat you right before I take advantage of you.
Got a butter
oh
on.
yeah. Oh, Bill, he took care of the dinner. I was like, Bill, come on. He was like, no, it's on me.
No, it's all good.
Listen, you're not gonna have to pull my leg. No problem, bud.
I got
Thanks for dinner.
kid. This fucking joke.
You fucking wine and dine me. He's a good man.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else is going on? J-Mac, how's Florida? Swampy in your bowl area?
Yeah, man, it hasn't been. It's it's weird. It's starting to get towards that summertime shit down here. It's been regularly in the 70s, so I like that. Just been busy and shit, but good times. I don't know if I told you last time I talked to you. I went to see the new Strangers.
Oh yeah.
How was
By
that?
myself. Legit had the whole theater to myself. I went to like a freaking 11 o'clock show.
You like
Nice.
it?
Nice. Doctor's appointment. I was sick as fuck. I was actually over by where the movie theater's at because I had a doctor's appointment trying to get myself right. I think I had the flu. And I was like, I should go home and go to sleep. And I was like, I'm right by the movie theater. Let me see if anything's starting. The Strangers was. I checked it out. I was literally dying in the movie theater by myself. But it was good, man. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I had fun.
Okay, you're dying. You like it?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was starting to strip down because I was like had that fevery, like hot sweatiness to me. I was like
Taking your clothes off. You're sitting there in the
The
Don
front row with
tank
his
top.
fucking clothes off. There's fucking people coming
I
in.
did have my
"Ah."
shoes off, and I did. I was just sitting in the wife beater, man. I took the t-shirt off. I was like, "Fuck this shit, it's hot."
And people come in like, nah, we'll go see Jumanji instead.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it was good. Good time. Liked it.
Nice.
So yeah, that's about it. Other than work and
Usher comes in, sweats, just passed out.
Sweats.
He's sitting there
we're gonna let
watching the
him stay
movie
here.
eating a fucking prosciutto sandwich. Dripping.
We're gonna let him sleep
Dom
this off.
DeLuise from Fatso.
Oh, I love that fucking movie. No one's ever heard of that movie.
Oh man. Well,
Fucking
you
Dom
do
DeLuise.
have to pick a non-horror movie.
Oh, you're right.
And so, yeah, we're shaking up the show a little bit, folks. We're going to do a horror movie. We're going to do a non-horror movie. Maybe we'll do 2 horror movies and a non-horror movie. Just shake it up. Change it up a little bit. Get a slice of this, a dice of that, a taste of the pie, a taste of the pizza. Oh, how you doing? So these were Jimmy's picks first time around, right?
Yeah.
So Tombstone
Yeah.
and Laid to Rest. So before we get into those, what is up for next episode, Bill?
Oh, I've got an idea. I'm thinking go old school 1986 with Maximum Overdrive. 1986. Yo.
Maximum Overdrive.
That's
So that's your
not-
horror pick?
That's my horror pick. And the non-horror pick, I'm going way back. Fucking 77. Fucking Nunzio.
Nunzio.
Yeah.
So now everybody will understand when you reference Nunzio when you
Yeah.
watch this movie. Yes.
He
Excellent.
will fly.
Nunzio. Nunzio. All right. So that'll be an interesting episode. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Especially after watching Tombstone, it's like, all right, I think this is going to be a fun conversation. So I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for the show.
Yeah.
And it's episode 40. We're 40 episodes in, and it's been a great run. Let's keep it going. Let's fucking let's do this, Brutus.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tanya said it's weird hearing the delay while sitting in the room.
Wait, where's Tanya? Where is she?
I don't know.
Is she
I think I
behind
see her
you?
over
Oh, I heard a giggle.
there. Hey, better than a snore.
Her character didn't come in yet. She ain't snoring.
It's only 12, so. All right. So it's all's good. Let's take a quick break. We'll get into a little interview, and then we'll get into our features, folks. So
Do it.
be right back. And we're back here with episode 40. Do you want to take a real break, or are we good?
No, I'm good.
All right, YouTubers, we're going back into it. The interview will be spliced in.
Spliced and diced.
It'll be spliced and diced in, yes. So we're
Did
gonna
you see
just
that
come
movie
back.
Splice?
Yeah. I saw it
there
once
is.
and I enjoyed it when I saw it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a minute. I remember it was on cable. I watched it like once or twice.
Yeah. Cute little thing turns into an evil fucker.
Yeah. Jim would definitely bang it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, let's get into Tombstone.
Sure.
Sure.
All right, in 5, 4, and we're back with Slice and Dice Strikecast episode 40. So here we go. Our first feature of the evening is 1993's Tombstone. Wah, 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 wah.
Nice.
All right. So, Jim, you want to do a synopsis with this one?
Sure. For anybody who hasn't seen Tombstone, it came out in 1993, but it basically follows the Earp family, the Wyatt Earp and his brothers, and Doc Holliday going to Tombstone. It's about their plans to retire anonymously in Tombstone, Arizona, but they're disrupted by the kind of outlaws he was famous for eliminating. Talking about Wyatt Earp, he was a lawman, and the Cowboys have overrun the area, and he being a lawman.
Nice. You know, I saw this movie a long time ago, and I think once, and it was great to revisit this, and I was really interested in the Wyatt Earp character. I don't know. I always heard of that movie Wyatt Earp, right? And for some reason, I associated it with Quantum Leap, and I always thought it was about like a time traveler.
Oh my God.
And so Dr. Beckett found himself leaping from life to life.
So, like, you know, back in the day when I watched this when I was a kid, like I wasn't, you know, I didn't realize like this was Wyatt Earp, you know, this legendary, I guess, nonfiction / fictional tale. And, you know, I was actually pretty blown away when I did a little in-depth research after watching the film into the real stuff, right? Like the gunfight at the OK Corral and all that jazz. So I think this is phenomenal. But Jim, I got to ask, initial reasons for picking the film?
This is just one movie I love Tombstone, the Old West. This is a movie that I've been watching for years on a regular basis, and I just historically accurate because like Kurt Russell, who had a lot to do with the making of the film, and then you know, he just loved everything about Wyatt Earp, and he did his own research, and just everything about the movie itself is so accurate. Happened, and it's a lot of times that makes it boring. The real history of the OK Corral and Tombstone is so great and exciting that the movie just had no way of not being good. And the first thing I thought about, I was going to go maybe Gettysburg, but it's a 4.5-hour movie. I wasn't going to do that to you guys. So then I just thought Tombstone second.
Hey, Don's
I think
on
when
the
we
show.
did,
We can handle it.
I think when we did our All-Star episode for the hurricane relief thing, I said my something like that, and Gettysburg and Tombstone were both on there, I think, or at least one of them. But yeah, this has always been one of my favorites. And the second I thought about a non-horror movie, it was the first one that popped into my mind, so I went with it.
Nice. Yeah, like I remember just seeing bits and pieces. Like it's just one of those movies that used to always be on cable, and I would just like catch little bits and pieces and get this confused with Unforgiven and what fucking Quantum Leap. No, but
That's crazy.
Like I would see Wyatt Earp like on the guide, you know, when you're looking, and I never actually put it on or watched it, and you know, there was no internet back then where you could just Google what Wyatt Earp was. So I didn't know. I was a fucking little kid, you know? Little kid with a wacky imagination.
Quantum Leap, though. Wow.
Oh yeah, Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
I don't know. What can I say? But
Count
anyway,
Dracula is Wyatt Earp.
yes.
Hoping this leap will be his leap home.
Kill the guys at the OK Corral.
All right, so J-Mac, I know that you've seen this before. We'll get to you in a sec, but Bill, let's get your initial thoughts for a first-time watch on Tombstone.
Yeah. Honestly, I've never seen the movie before. I've never even seen a snippet of it, so I had no idea. But the title just made me not want to see it. I was like, Tombstone, what the fuck? I'm not into westerns, so whatever. I like spaghetti westerns, like with Clint Eastwood, you know. So I saw it today, in fact. And holy shit, Jim, I fucking give you all the props. That's fucking amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Hell yeah.
It's like they shouldn't have called it Tombstone. They should have called it Everybody You Love in Fucking Movies Doing Fucking Great Shit, the movie.
Doing great Western shit.
The casting.
Oh, yeah.
The casting is what is also one thing that makes me love it. I mean, it's perfect fucking casting.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Sam Elliott is Virgil. Sick, bro. Bill Paxton.
Oh, the one thing I had a thing with, I didn't think the girl that played the actress was that good looking. I'm like, what? Who the fuck is she?
I think she's hot.
Really? I don't.
Dana Delaney.
Like, yeah. Dana Delaney, right? I was like, yeah. She's all right. She ain't hot.
I don't know. She has. I don't know. She always got me going.
I don't have a thing for redheads. I guess I don't know.
Redhead.
Yeah, she was a redhead.
Yeah.
Freckles on her face and shit. And like, yeah. Fucking freckle things. I
thought she looked very modest, which would be fitting for her, I think, her character.
I thought Billy Zane was better looking than she was.
Oh, Billy.
He was a pretty man.
That fucking wiggy head.
Dude, this movie was awesome.
I agree.
Stephen Lang as Ike, that character Ike was. Oh, man.
Ike was good, but fucking Curly Bill, man, holy
Curly
shit,
Bill.
He was amazing.
Rest
that was
in
fucking
peace,
Powers Booth, man.
Yeah, that
I
opening
did not
scene.
fucking recognize him.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. What do you mean? That it's what else is he in? Powers Booth.
Powers Booth is in a lot of shit, man. Look him up. He died last year, I think.
Yeah. Well, he died. Yeah, last year. He was in Sudden Death, Avengers. I don't know, a whole bunch, like a ton of fucking movies.
Like a bunch of shit. But yeah, I had no idea it was him.
I don't know if you watch the Avengers, but he's one of the guys, like the head guys over top of the Shield that have like dark faces whenever they're talking to Samuel L. Jackson on the big screen. He's like one of them guys.
Yeah. Really, I don't know.
The powers that Booth.
The powers that Booth you.
Oh, he was also in a mini series for the Hatfields and McCoys, so he must have loved the Western scene too.
Yeah. Also, Bill Paxton, fucking what's his name from Ned and Stacy? Michael Bean, fucking no, the guy from Ned and Stacy. 3 names. What's his name? Thomas Hayden
Church.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, Wings.
Wings. Oh, I used to love Wings.
Wings.
Spider-Man 3,
right,
I think.
Sandman. Right.
Jason fucking Priestley.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Priestley.
I couldn't believe that was him.
Fucking guy, right?
So I was like, Joey definitely
my friend.
Pants when he saw Jason Priestley.
Oh yeah. Especially when I realized it was him, I was like, because I saw his name on the credits and I was like, oh shit, Jason Priestley's in this. I was like, where the fuck is this guy? Then like when he was like, I'm not gonna do it, those are my friends or whatever. I was like, oh shit, there he is.
The first scene when they showed him, I was like, oh, it's Jason Priestley. Wow.
I didn't even realize.
And he's gay. All right.
I think he's magnificent.
He's superb.
Yeah, Michael Rooker.
Fucking Rooker, man, with the curly hair. Billy Bob, yeah, everybody. Like, holy shit. This movie has got the best actors.
It took me a minute because I haven't seen this in a minute, but it took me a minute to realize that was Billy Bob Thornton. I'm like, the fuck? Oh shit!
It was chubby, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this
What about
fucking movie.
Charlton Heston?
Charlton Heston, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody. I was like,
Fucking Merle from The Walking Dead too.
yeah, it's
Michael
Rooker.
Rooker.
Oh, I said that already. My bad. I'm like,
That's all right. But I'm like, everybody I love is in this movie.
yeah.
One
I think
fucking movie.
The real question is though, like, where does Val Kilmer fall in like Batman's for you?
Oh, who? Me?
Everybody. Val
Oh,
Kilmer's
dude.
in this. So anytime I see him, I just automatically am like, he was a pretty shitty Batman. Other than that,
No.
Well, who's
I
better,
disagree.
him or George Clooney?
I think George Clooney's the worst.
Frank Stallone's in the movie too.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
Frank Stallone.
I caught him. Yeah.
Also, that dude Paul Ben Victor, like he's that guy you never know his name, but he's in so many movies. He plays in Italian movies. That short, he's bald, but in this movie he had like those two tiny little mustache dots.
I'm like, who the fuck would shave that shit like until there, right?
Yeah.
Who would do that? Who? Why? It's like the girls would love these little tiny fucking things on the end of my fucking lip.
Some dudes just grow like that, man.
Mexicans, right? That's why he did it. SJP, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that was a legit Bato stash.
Bato stash.
You talk crazy, man.
No, this movie fucking had a lot of fucking stars. I was like, wow. I'm sitting there going, is this that? Is this that? And she's like, Tanya's like, yeah. I'm going, is that fucking Bill Paxton? She's like, yeah. Is that fucking like so-and-so? Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
But think about it, that like this was made when this was made, these guys most of them weren't big stars. So this probably launched a lot of careers too.
Well, I don't know. I was a big fan of Rooker from his Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. So yeah.
So say even Bill Paxton, this was before like Twister and Apollo 13.
Yeah, but it was after Aliens, man.
Yeah, but
and Weird Science.
And Weird Science, right.
Yeah, but I think this was more of this wasn't a lead role, but I think it was more of a leading role than all of the previous roles
out
had.
Fucking thing for him, you know.
I'm coming out.
I think these movies that are kind of like autobiographical are so much harder on the actors because they have to portray a person who actually lived and they have to do it right. They can't make their own character up. You know what I mean? So that I think is hard. So I think a lot of directors or casting agents probably look at these kind of movies and say, okay, if he can do this, then he can probably create his own character and do a movie we do.
Also,
you know what I mean?
the colors used, the cinematography. Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
I was floored. I actually said to her, I said, Tanya, how the fuck have I not seen this movie before? I love this movie.
Tanya had seen it before?
Yeah, she owns it.
Tanya just said in the chat room she tried to get you to watch it and you wouldn't.
It's fucking Tombstone. No,
I don't
God,
do
no.
westerns.
I said now he'll watch it all the time. She said I hope so.
Oh shit!
I do. I fucking love this movie.
This is definitely a movie that you could just pop on when if it's on AMC, which it was, right? You can just pop it on and watch it and laugh a little. Action, it's like adventure. It really they do a great job, and I'm like, who directed this fucking movie? So George P. Cosmatos.
Yep.
Two people.
Hey, another guy, right? He was uncredited.
An uncredited director.
Yep.
He got fired.
Who did the uncredited director?
Not George, the other guy. Yeah.
Okay. Because George Cosmatos directed Cobra, Leviathan, and First Blood Part 2.
Yeah, I like Leviathan and First Blood Part 2.
Yeah. And also and like Cobra is a very colorful film, I've watched Cobra recently, and it's definitely one of my favorite Stallone flicks, But another film I didn't think who directed it, so it was interesting. Like I haven't watched First Blood Part 2 in Forget about it. I couldn't even remember it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It was in school when I saw it last.
but like, and Leviathan either. I haven't seen that since like the VHS days.
Oh wow.
So I can't compare those two. But looking at Cobra and this, like, I could definitely see the similarities in his style. So
I cannot, man. I really can't. I see fucking like big open spaces and the blues and the greens and the horses and oh man, I fucking love this.
gorgeous set pieces.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
And you know the budget was 25 million.
Wow, that's a lot.
So that's a pretty big budget. But
Yeah.
opening weekend, it only opened to $6 million.
Ouch.
Ouch. But you know, it was one of those Christmas releases. So it could go either way where everybody goes to see it or everybody doesn't. I mean, a Western, probably not the best time to release is Christmas.
Hey kids, who wants to go see Tombstone?
Like
Chirp,
maybe
chirp.
September, October when it's transitioning from spring to autumn. That's probably a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Like March when it's going from winter to spring, you know?
Yeah.
But fucking
No.
Christmas? This is not a Christmas movie.
Not at all.
So I mean, it ended up grossing 56 million in the end. So it made, but even making double of what the movie cost still is not supposed. It doesn't cut it because you got to add in PR and all this other jazz.
Well, was
Apparently,
that domestic or like worldwide?
that's domestic. I don't know
Okay.
what worldwide was.
Well, think about what it made up until now with sales and how popular
right.
it is.
Oh right, I mean, it was literally on yesterday, right? You watched it on AMC, Jimmy.
Yep.
So you know, it's there. It's
I'll tell you what.
accessible.
It made how much? Joey?
56 million?
mil.
56 mil? It's about to make 56 mil and $10 because I'm buying that fucking movie.
I had the VHS and I was just like, Jim picked it. I was like, yes, hell yeah. So I watched the VHS and I don't care what you and Don say. It was fucking awesome, bro. I could not tell that I was watching a VHS versus a DVD. It looked great. It really did.
I think you're just trying to make yourself feel better about watching it.
Not at all.
VHS
Not at
copy.
all.
Those crackles,
So-
they helped it make it look like
I
it
paid, I
was
think,
$100.
$1 for it.
Joe
$1.
sitting there hitting the fucking little tracking buttons on the VCR, trying to get the picture back.
Nah, it's got auto tracking. No, but you know what about the VHS? I think the quality of the tape, like if it's banged up, it's not going to look as good. This was a pretty mint copy. So, you know, never really thought about that stuff back in the day, but looking at them now, I think depending on the wear and tear, I've only watched, I don't know, 5 or 6 so far, and most of them look good. The original Batman VHS from my
Yeah,
mother's
we all had
house,
that. 89,
Dude.
yeah.
that looked not so good.
Yeah.
And the tape is like dilapidated. But anyway, back to Tombstone. Dude, awesome movie. Let me pull out my notes.
Yeah,
J Mac.
Yeah, I was gonna say. First, I was gonna break balls and be like, "I fucking hated this movie," and just
The boring fucking movie ever.
yeah, this fucking shit sucks. Overboard is Kurt Russell's best movie. Why did we do that?
They're remaking Overboard. I swear to God.
Yeah, I saw they're remaking it. It looks like it's
the remake with the gender switch.
yeah. But
3,000 Miles of Graceland I just watched the other night.
Oh,
yeah,
that was a possible pick of mine for non-horror.
Oh,
I gotta say, when I was growing up, my dad was a big like Western guy, spaghetti westerns and all that type of stuff. So it was pretty common for that shit to be on in the house. And this was the first movie I saw that kind of made me like a fan of it. Like I kind of would always like roll my eyes. I'd walk in, see my dad watching like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, or whatever. But watching this kind of changed my mind about it. And now, like as I got older, I actually started enjoying that other kind of shit more, be more willing to watch it. And probably opened me up to being willing to put on shit like Open Range and, you know, fucking all that other crap that came out. And then, like I said, I hadn't seen this in a minute. I used to fucking own it. I'm pretty sure my buddy Marlon that lived with me for a while stole it when he fucking moved out. So I was trying to find it for this, and it was a pain as I finally ended up getting it on. But what's it called? Yeah,
Me and
man.
Marlon cut school once and watched A Fistful of Dollars.
Nice.
Hey, it's a good movie, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So
Changed my mind, by the way.
I fucking dug it. I think a lot of dudes like in my age range might have been their first introduction to some Western shit too. You know, because I don't remember anything coming out that was like new as a kid. This type of stuff. Even though the Costner's Wyatt Earp came out like the same year, didn't it?
Oh, fucking Costner.
The next year, 94, that one.
The following, yeah, I was like, I knew they were real close together, you know. But
I want to watch it now.
Yeah, who was it? Dennis Quaid is Doc in it.
Holy shit, Doc Holliday.
Yeah,
Quaid.
I think I'm like compared to how Val Kilmer like. I don't know. I haven't seen that one in God knows how long. I definitely seen this one more recent than I seen that one. But yeah.
You know,
I'm changing my movie, guys.
I was gonna say, I heard you just say I'm changing my mind.
I'm changing my mind. Not Nunzio.
You have 2 weeks to fucking pick. So.
Oh, he talked me into it. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you there. Go ahead.
Nah, man, I'm like initial thoughts. I'm good on that. But then I love this movie, and it probably costs so much because you know how much it costs to feed horses, man. Those fucking things never stop eating.
Yeah, the riding scenes, the gunfighting scenes, it all looks so good. The way it was shot, just so good, so good.
Gotta get one of those steam trains moving around and shit again.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of the most quoted movies of all time.
Yeah. I'll tell you too, man, like the kid, you know, got the Red Dead Redemption game and I'm playing that and I'm like, I can see how much of that shit was stolen from this in general, you know, like good times.
I played that game a lot when I first got it and I haven't played it in like 3 years, but when I did, I was fucking nonstop playing that damn thing.
Yeah. I friggin', you know, was playing a month or two ago. I was playing it a lot, but I've been so busy lately. I fell off with it. So, but it, you know, watching this is all reminiscent of that shit. It's fun.
Yeah.
So, a couple of different things here, but just to start out at the beginning of the movie, you get the narrative, right? Like about the westward expansion. And I thought that was awesome because I'm not like a history buff when it comes to cowboys and all this kind of stuff. And they explain how this is like the earliest example of organized crime in America, right? They wore the red sashes and they call themselves the Cowboys. So it's like that's the origins right there of cowboys.
Yeah.
That's sick. That is sick.
That was awesome.
I love that they gave that because, like I said, I'm not a history buff, and that totally like set the stage right there for me.
They were the first Bloods because they wore the red sashes.
Oh, what up, Blood?
Fucking flagging, man.
What?
For the win.
And even that, like, you know, later on when the dude, they going around trying to take the dudes out and the dudes are hanging and he ties the sash around his foot.
Yeah.
Like, never being in high school and it was like the disrespectful thing if the Crip kids got one of the Blood kids fucking flags, they tie it to their boot and shit.
Yeah.
Like they were walking on it. I was like, wow.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yes. When I went to school and the Bloods and the Crips were fighting each other. And what?
What was that, the 80s? Was that the 80s, Bill?
I have no idea. Oh, me? You mean?
Yeah.
I went to school in the 80s, yeah.
Man.
I think man J-Mac. I'm like, I don't know. What the
Joe
fuck
always
he
went to
to
high school with me. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Went to the same fucking school. He was there for all that bullshit.
Oh, yeah. And if
There
you
were
watched
Bloods and Crips in the
2020,
fucking
if you
90s,
watched
really?
2020 last week,
Yeah.
did you hear about that, J-Mac?
Yeah, I actually watched it. I
didn't get a chance. I saw like the first 10 minutes.
I watched. That was pretty crazy shit. But one of the kids we went to school with, is locked up. His mom's fighting to get him out, and she was actually like all of 2020 last Friday was this kid's story, basically about the mother trying to get him out and shit.
Oh man, what happened?
It's such a long, convoluted
It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Like, if you get a chance to look at it,
I don't even want to talk about it on the air.
Yeah, that's all fair talk. But
oh, it's all good.
But yeah, check out that 2020 episode if you want to know more. Don't ask us.
Just last week's 20. I think
phone ringing or anything.
Yeah, that episode. What was the episode? Mother's Justice or something, I think was the title.
Yeah. Basically, she goes undercover seducing one of the jurors. It's fucking crazy, bro.
It's some wild shit. Yeah.
Wow. So, just go to show, like, you know, the depths that a mom would do.
Mother seducing someone? What?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I'll find it.
Hey, I'm fucking at attention now.
And there was also an episode of Paula Zan from ID Channel.
Yeah,
about it too. She had a show on I forgot what it was called, but it was like, you know, an hour documentary thing. Also, that was like from years ago.
I'm sorry you opened that can of worms.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's crazy.
The house four houses down from where I grew up in, that my parents still live in today, there was a murder in that house and it was unsolved, and they just did a whole nother Dateline or something on it like last year. So all the news and the TV stations were outside the house, all fucking, I don't even know, for weeks.
Dude,
pretty fucking cool.
Jesus Christ, where the fuck you guys live at?
This was crazy because my town is not New York City. My town is like a town, you know, a suburb, and this was like a huge thing back in the 70s. Like my mom, my uncle was the cop who actually had to go into the house, and my mom, you know, lived right there, and all that kind of stuff. So it was one house away from my grandma and 4 houses away from my house, and yeah, it was pretty crazy to think it was that close, and it was an unsolved murder in the house. Now my buddy moved into that house, so yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Oh shit! And it was unsolved. You just said, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually arrested 3 different people, and they all turned out to be not matching the DNA.
Oh, wow. Scary shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Man.
That's where you want to go ghost hunting, man.
I did.
Bill, you smoking?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because it's the smoke I see moving. I thought like spirits are moving around behind you.
I thought I was hearing spirits moving around. It sounds like the wind.
I was like, oh shit. Bill's little kid ghost is running around behind him in the fucking.
No, man. That's cigarette smoke.
So back to that opening scene in Tombstone, right? You Curly Bill, and they basically whack this. They're not in America. They're in Mexico at this point, and they killed because 2 of their people were killed. So they end up killing everybody.
Right.
And it's really just like, oh man, these fucking guys are brutal. But like then later in the film, there's like the shift where they become very humanistic, the characters, and it's like, oh shit, this like guy's probably going home to his woman right now, you know, his offspring. You know what I mean? Where in the beginning it didn't have, they always had this like
outlaw,
supernatural, ghostly, like these guys are evil type deal, you know, where then later, like, you know, you see the character Ike and Curly Bill, like they almost become
the one guy was begging for his fucking life.
Yeah.
And then decided to fucking grab a gun.
Dude, they whacked the priest, the bride. They didn't even. I thought they were gonna drag her off and rape her, and then it's just like,
no,
like, oh my god, cringing, and then they just. I was like, whoa. Okay.
I love the fact that you didn't see it, but you heard it.
Right. You see like the bottom of her legs and the poof of the dress like being dragged off.
Oh man, so disturbing. It was worse than like seeing it.
Yeah. It was tensions were high in that opening scene, you know.
Yeah.
But then you get a callback or like a foreshadowing of, you know, when he says about hell's coming with him, you know, a man, you know, and then later on we get to actually hear Wyatt Earp say it, and that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Could you believe that was fucking Michael Biehn?
Yeah.
Really? I could not believe that was him. I was like, wow.
Hell of an
Fucking-
actor in that movie. He
Yeah.
was great in that movie too.
It's fucking Hicks from Aliens, man. Wow.
Yep. That's
Such a
it.
great
Gun.
Yeah.
Like, did he really freaking learn that?
Dude, he had to have. And then
Yeah, he
did.
fucking, and then Doc fucking Val Kilmer doing that shit with the fucking cup.
With the cup.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dude, Kilmer nailed that.
Kilmer
Not
fucking
Hollywood.
owned this movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think I would say he was the star of the film. I mean, even
Yeah,
though it was
I agree.
about the herbs,
Yep.
every scene the Doc Holliday was in was his scene.
Agreed.
Yep. He was there like a shadow over them. Like, you just see him like leaning against a post, like, then he'd utter a
Yeah,
line.
he was their
like,
protector.
yeah.
What everybody thought, like the Wyatt Earp was the big lawman and he was the big guy. Everywhere Wyatt was in trouble, Doc was behind him,
You're
watch
right.
his back.
You're exactly right. The part where he's like going, "Hey, what are you doing?" And the guy with the fucking shotgun to his back.
Billy Bob Thornton, when he came out, he was like,
What are you
Doc, I didn't know you were back in town.
Give me your fucking gun, you fucking asshole.
Go. Just leave it there.
Just leave it.
He says, thank you, and walks away.
Oh God.
And all that stuff is like, really setting the stage for who Wyatt is and what he stands for. Because, like I said, I don't know anything about Wyatt Earp.
Right,
But,
me neither.
The exposition there opens up and shows you, like, he was the lawman. He's, trying to do his thing, but it also shows that there's still this lawlessness, with even though you're like a sheriff, you still like, look, he's setting up shop gambling. You're like, he walks in there, he's like, I think 25% will do. He takes care of him, Like, dude, this is freaking mafia right here. This,
Walk in,
this
yeah.
fits the script for that show.
25%. Yeah.
It was badass.
I offer protection for 25% of the house take. Boom.
Yep.
That's
They
it.
run the Oriental.
That's it.
And the way he handled Billy Bob there. Slap,
Oh, yeah.
slap.
Dude, those three
Some or
slaps.
stand there and bleed.
Yeah. You just say do something or stand there and bleed. Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm watching the movie, and one question I had in mind, like, so they roll up to the Grand Hotel, and I thought they were gonna check in there, and I'm just like, back in the day, what do you do? Like, you're in a horse and carriage, like, where's the parking lot? Is there a valet to like take your
Valet. We'll take your horses and put them over here.
And then at the end of the movie, I realized, like, the OK Corral was the parking lot.
It's a corral, man. Of course.
Oh, I get it now. But yeah, I'm like, what? Back in the day, what did you do? Like, hey, I'm in town. Let me check into this hotel. Where do I leave this giant horse and buggy?
It's the OK Corral.
The OK Corral. Oh, okay.
Oh man.
That's
Fucking
funny.
movie. Holy shit, Jim. I want to like blow you now for making me watch this.
We can make that happen.
I think if we ever get a Patreon, we just got a new tier.
Oh God. Oh boy.
Yeah, no.
Yowzers.
Send us $20 a month and get a free blowjobs from Bill.
Not happening, but still. That fucking movie, I swear, I would never watch this on my own. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
More into the beginning, right? You get more with Doc Holliday, like showing his character, where he's shaking, the Wyatt's, the Earp's hands, and then the other guy comes, the sheriff, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't shake hands." So it shows his character, like he has this anti-authority. Doc Holliday he's for justice. He's against authority. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
He's against violence too.
Did
Did
Kilmer get nominated for anything for
He
this?
should have.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. But
You
couple
guys,
other
did
things.
you guys notice fucking Terry O'Quinn, the fucking stepfather in this?
I didn't.
Terry O fucking Quinn, the stepfather, played the mayor of the town.
No, that was him, huh?
Yeah. He's in Lost. He played John Locke in
John
the
Locke.
wheelchair. Yeah.
He's the one that comes in whenever playing a poll, and he says, "Yeah, you're getting rich off everybody in this town."
Yep.
Well, and like Wyatt, when Josephine comes to town and sees him, she describes him perfectly. Where I think it was her, or it was either her or Billy Zane says he's got the look of both predator and prey.
yeah.
Love that line.
Yeah, it was Billy Zane who said it, and then
Yep.
she says, "I want one," and he says, "Happy hunting."
Yeah, sick. I also love like when they have that whole Latin conversation.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Vino
He
and
caught some
Veritas.
fucking words too.
I love that line, Vino and
Yeah.
Veritas, and wine we trust.
Yes.
Uh,
No Veritas. Yes.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, the opening of the film, like that first half hour, really sets the stage, builds the characters, and you're submerged. Half hour in, you're in this movie. Like,
Dude, I couldn't believe this movie's over 2 hours. I had no
it
fucking
flew
clue.
by. Flew.
Yeah. Wow.
Great film, man. Great.
You're welcome,
Doing-
Tanya.
Doing some research on the net, there was an article that was published last year in the Hollywood Reporter. Val Kilmer, right? Val Kilmer says Kurt Russell essentially directed Tombstone.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Val's a
So,
good guy too.
Yeah, he said that he was basically, putting out money, making shot lists, like literally just doing the role of what a director would do. So I was like, whoa. So it's
Want to hear a
interesting.
funny story?
I guess because they fired the director. I mean, he had to step it up. He was like, part of the Band-Aid. And yeah, man, he worked extra going over to scheduling. And yeah, he basically said, and here's a quote. So Kilmer doesn't flat out say Russell directed Tombstone, but wrote, quote, "I have such admiration for Kurt as he basically sacrificed lots of energy that would have gone into his role to save the film. Everyone cared, don't get me wrong, but Kurt put his money where his mouth was, and not a lot of stars extend themselves for the cast and crew, not like he did."
Right.
So it shows, Kurt's, he's a stand-up guy, I guess.
Fucking great guy, man.
There's a lot of behind the scene things and documentary type videos on YouTube you can find on this movie about pretty much that kind of stuff, doing interviews with the actors and talking about what happened during the filming of the movies and all that stuff. So I'd recommend going on there and learning a little backstory of the film.
You guys want to hear a funny story about him?
Sure.
Story time with Bill.
Yay! Story time. I know Val Kilmer's cousin. He's a really good friend of mine named Joel Kilmer in Florida. And he runs a game store called Thunderdome Games. Anyway, so one day I walk in and fucking Joel's there with he goes, "Hey, you guys want to hear a fucking great voice message?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's from my cousin Val." So he plays his fucking voicemail, and you hear Val Kilmer going, "Hey man, how you doing, cuz?" He's giggling. He goes, "Yeah." He's like giggling. He goes, "How you doing?" This sounds like I'm being attacked by a bunch of virgins. It's not. I'm in where was he? In New Mexico. And he goes, "I'm fucking feeding the fucking deer and they're licking my fingers." He's fucking giggling.
Was he fucking lit?
No, I have no idea. Maybe he sounded like it, but I don't know. But he's like giggling the whole time, going, hee. Yeah. Val Kilmer fucking rocks, man. This guy fucking rocks.
Go Kilmer.
To answer your question about nominations, as far as IMDb goes, there's only 2 nominations for the whole film, and they're from the MTV Movie Awards, and they're both for Val Kilmer.
Real? Really?
And they're both for Val Kilmer.
Yeah, but MTV, what the fuck?
Hey.
Otherwise, there's no other awards for this movie.
Can you imagine him like going like, oh God?
I mean, if you think about it, right, this movie was in some kind of development hell or production hell more, not development, but it was already in production when all this shit went down. So it was probably one of these movies that was like shunned by Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because think about it. Who are these people that were on the board? Harvey Weinstein and all his fucking jerk-off friends?
The little girls he's been playing with, or I don't know.
Harvey Weinstein's why that chick got addicted to opium.
What chick?
Fucking what's his name's wife, man?
Oh shit!
What's his name's wife? I love her.
Yeah, that drink was it was called like Lynandol or something. It was an alcoholic morphine mixture.
It's called Lie It Down.
It was called Knock You Out. Oh man, those shots, those scenes from the opium den.
Oh, dude,
that was cool.
Fucking realistic. And the fucking guys going to fucking blow on the fucking opium pipe. It's a fucking 44.
Oh, that was sick.
In his mouth.
That was sick, bro. And then you just get boom,
boom.
Dude, that.
Oh, I love this fucking movie.
Yeah, so all right, I do have some quarrels with the film. I don't think it's a perfect film, you know, by any means. I think at times it comes off a little too full circle comedic, where it almost like steps out of the tone for a moment of being like this action western and having like this little comedy aspect to it. Now, you know, that adds, like, Doc Holliday's comedy I think is better than Kurt Russell's and the Earps comedy. So some of it works, some of it doesn't, but it's a little uneven for me at times.
Wow.
And also the ending, it's very anticlimactic to me. It's like all the shit happens and then it takes like a few moments and the narrator comes and it's just like, oh, rather than like ending with a bazoom, it's almost like Lord of the Rings Return of the King, where you're just waiting for it to end. Like, huh? What? Not as long, nowhere near as long. I'm joking. It's like that, you know, like here's the climax, right? Here's the conflict. It's all crazy and shit. And then the movie should have ended, but it's just like, all right, it pans out for a moment, 5 minutes of wrapping it up, you know? And even though that last, not the last scene, but the scenes before, what is it called? I think there's a name for it. I guess the ride of the Earps or some shit. Wyatt's fucking ride. It was a thing in history.
Oh, the book he had. Yeah.
No, not the book he had.
Oh.
I looked that up. That was fictional. That's not
a
real book. But what was it called? What was it called? The OK Corral was the gunfight, but it was the other thing, the ride of. Come on. Oh, the Earp Vendetta ride. So like that's what, you know, at the end of the film when he's basically taking everybody out. So from March 20th to April 15th, 1882, it was a search by Wyatt Earp for all the outlaws. Like, you know, the part when he says, you know, if you see a red sash, shoot him. That's it. No questions asked anymore.
That was fucking awesome.
And then that scene happens with Curly Bill and Val Kilmer, and it's just like,
dude, no, not Curly Bill, fucking Johnny Ringo and Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Johnny Ringo and Val Kilmer. Yes. Sorry.
Holy shit. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. The scene with Bill, with Curly Bill and Wyatt is sick, and Wyatt just walks out into the fucking gunfire.
Where is he? He's walking on water. Yo, that's
He does it later, right? That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking
Drop
walking
that
on
symbolism, J-Mac.
That was great, though. Oh my god. He's like, no.
That was actually a documented thing too. I mean, they said it really happened.
Nice.
That's some sick shit.
Yeah.
That'd be a fucking like scary but like dope way to live. Like just someone
this movie really made me want to like research the real fucking thing.
Like all these people were real. Even fucking the little mustache guy, Florentino, was a real person.
No, I know they're real people, but I want to learn more about these guys now.
Wasn't Doc Holliday like a fucking dentist, like a retired dentist or some shit?
Yeah, he was a dentist.
Yeah.
He has a degree in dentistry from Pennsylvania College of Dental Surgery.
That was a doc.
after he got tuberculosis, that's when he stopped.
Was it really TB? I thought it was like fucking like gonorrhea or something.
No, he had tuberculosis.
It was TB, all right.
Yeah. And yeah, that's when they were in Texas. After he went to Atlanta to become a dentist.
Holy shit, Joey, you can actually grow that little stupid mustaches on the sides.
I can do it.
Look at your fucking video.
You can do it. That's what I get with Mato stash.
Sorry, go ahead.
So,
go ahead, bud.
What the fuck was I saying?
Dentist.
Oh yeah, Doc Holliday. He went to Atlanta to become a dentist, and when he gets diagnosed with tuberculosis, he's just like, that's it. He fucking goes. He thinks the climate out west is gonna ease his symptoms, and he basically just moves out there and becomes a gambler. Like that was a job back in the day. Like,
oh yeah,
you were a gambler.
Professional gambler.
I mean, still is today, Look at Jerry Cortez. He's a professional poker player, right? Yes. I'm coming over for a game, Jerry. I'm coming over to play poker, Jerry.
I will play you in poker. Also, what's her name? Fucking Tiffany from Chucky. What's her name? Fucking Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
It's her thing now.
Yeah, poker. So anyway, he goes out there and he's in Texas and he saves Wyatt's life, and that's how they become friends.
Huh.
That's why Wyatt and him, he's got his back. Right?
Really?
Well, there's also, Doc Holliday's, one of his lines was, he was told, somebody says to him, well, we all got friends. He's like, well, I don't.
Right. I love that. I don't.
I don't.
There are so many fucking lines in this movie, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I can't pick one. Jesus Christ.
That scene at the end, right? Like that's the scene with him and Val Kilmer. I think it's a powerful scene, but I think it should have been, for the movie's sake, they should have changed it chronologically somehow, change things up a little bit, But it works. It's not like, oh my God, it ruined the movie. Don't get me wrong. It's not a horrible ending, but I think it's just anticlimactic where it doesn't end with the shebang, which is, I'm not looking for a plot twist or, a stinger or anything. You know what I mean? But I think ending with the, in the finale of the Herb Vendetta ride where, you just see them riding, slaying motherfuckers, letting them ride off into the sunset, and then narrating the end, like, oh, this is what happens to Doc Holliday. He ends up with the chick, blah blah blah.
I don't know. I thought it really surprised me to see, first view, by the way, to see that it wasn't Kurt Russell who killed Johnny Ringo.
Right. I was like,
fucking floored me. I was like, holy shit, dude.
I mean, did you see that? Like, did anybody else understand? Like, Doc knew that Ringo was faster than Earp, so he had to go and do that so he could save Earp's life.
Right, because he said, "Can I kill?" And he goes, "No." Remember that part where he goes, "Can I do it?" And he said, "No."
Yeah. So Doc knew he was the only one that was fast enough to do it.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, and you know when you think about it, right? Like the way it just happens so quick. Same thing with Curly Bill. It just happens so quick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh snap! But it's kind of real now that I think about it. Like that's how it probably happened in real life, just so quick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
It's not like a long, drawn out fucking standoff. You know, that's it. Dead, bro. Sorry.
That stumbling around like he's
Oh,
that shit
fucking awesome.
dope.
Yeah. Sorry, dope. It's very dope.
Capital DOP. E.
P-I-N-P.
Go learn how to spell, Professor. So, what else? Quick scan in the notes. See if I got any other thing. Oh yeah, the you know the Paxton line. The light at the end of the tunnel isn't true. It's very,
Dude.
and it just goes off.
Oh.
It's subtly powerful. It's like, you know, it's again quick. Just boom. That's it. It's not like a long, totally drawn out thing. It just
Dude,
happened.
I actually teared up there. I really did.
Yeah, man.
Well, there was a lot of like callback in this movie too, because when he at shortly in the close to the beginning, whenever they're all in the street, and he says, you know, do you believe in God? And why it's like, I don't know, maybe I do. What happens when you die? I don't know. And he's like, I read a book where you see a light at the end of the tunnel, and all of a sudden, he's like, no, I don't. No, there is no light. It's crazy.
And then he said, no, you don't see it. I was like, oh man, I did.
Like, it ain't true. I don't see shit. I don't see a damn thing.
Yep. And last thing I'm gonna say is with that scene, because you know I gotta drop some craziness, right?
What color was the dress and what it meant? And
no, but the blood on his hands, right?
Yes.
He has
fucking
the
scene
blood
in
on
the
his
fucking
hands.
rain. Yes.
And yeah, the scene in the rain, right? It's like symbolic of for the deaths and you know the fact that he brought them there. He brought the family there to settle, even though he said he didn't want to get into all this stuff.
Right. That's why he was a dealer, man. He was just dealing cars, man.
But then, you know, he walks out, he stumbles out, he's in the rain. And the rain, now what is rain? Water, right? It rains on him and it'll purify him and he'll avenge, right?
Right.
And by the end of the scene, he wipes his hand on his shirt, his hands are clean. So he's washed the blood from his hands that he felt that he had from, you know, bringing him there. And because it wasn't the first time they got shot. They got shot in the OK Corral shootout.
Yeah, but I didn't see
that's when
the
clean it all
hands.
started, right? Yeah, no, it's not like a long, you know, it's not like they focus in on it or anything like that. But if you watch it, his hands are now clean at the end.
No, what I saw was like his hands were bloody at first, and he came out, and then that fucking actress girl came over, and he's like, "Get the fuck away," and she left. And then he looked to his wife, and she turned her back on him and left. And so I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, that was so. I mean, she was jealous of this other girl.
Oh yeah,
from the beginning. So
of course
she was like, "All right, fuck it."
But meanwhile, like Bill Paxton liked her. But yeah,
they weren't legally married. So,
well, I love this. What Virgil says is, "Where'd you find that one?" He's like, "Probably the same place we found ours." He's, you know, you can't take the whore out of the whore, you know.
Right.
Take the whorehouse out. You can take the whore out of the whorehouse, not the whore out of the whore.
That was brilliant, though. Fucking the rain coming down, cleaning his hands. Wow. The whole fucking movie, man. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Such powerful scenes in this movie. Thought it was great.
All right.
So, anything else? Let's do some last comments and rate it.
Yep.
All right. Bill, first time watch. Let's get your rating.
Oh, man. I am coming in fucking strong. This is a 5 out of 5. This fucking movie. Oh, wow. I can't believe I never saw it before. And I'm like, if I did, wake me up. No, seriously. I really love this movie. Everything about it. 5 out of 5.
Excellent.
Awesome.
J-Mac?
Awesome.
I'm going with a 4.5. I really do love it. There's only 3 things that kind of bothered me. Like Joey was saying about the ending, I do wish they kind of ended it more on that high note, them riding out thing, than the little, fucking slow dance number he ends up doing with the bitch. And, that scene when they first get there off the train and they stop and look at their reflection in the glass, like I just that was kind of cheesy.
I saw that too, dude.
It was like that was just kind of that. And then when Wyatt first meets up with the actress and they're on the horses and they're talking about like the horses wanting to bang each other,
and they were like, how do you fucking direct a movie and get the horses to fucking nuzzle each other?
Yeah, like that. I mean, I get it, but like what it was trying to do to me was just that was kind of cheesy. So just for those three things, I knocked it down a half a point. But other than that, this movie's dope. It's perfect. I love it. It's dope, Bill.
Yeah. If they didn't have the montage of riding the horses after that awkward conversation, it would have been. I would have dropped it a little more. But I'm with you. I'm a 4.5. I think it was fantastic, and I said my two little quirks with the film. That shot when they all just line up and look in the reflection in the mirror, definitely cheesy. Definitely.
No,
cheesy.
not cheesy, man.
Oh yeah, cheesy.
Oh man, I want to buy this fucking movie now.
Even like when he first sees Josephine and they're just like looking at each other, it's just like over dramatic. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when the film ends, you find out that they spent the next 40 years together and like really love each other. It's like, okay, then it works. It's all good, So yeah, 4.5.
Wow. Okay.
And Jimmy Babes.
Oh, it's absolutely a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say 5 out of 5 cowboy hats since it's not zombie heads this time.
Cowboy heads.
But no, it was everything you guys are saying that you like the reflection. I look deeper into it as it's finally them as a family,
right,
trying to come and lead a normal life. Like they finally got together, and it's not cheesy to me. It's them actually being able to physically see, okay, we're men with our wives, and we're going to start a life together. And it was just it was, and reflection, meaning they were probably all reflecting on how their lives were before that.
I got
so. It means more. It's not cheesy to me. Nice. It actually meant more than that.
I want to blow Jim again. I'm joking, Jim. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, there's so much. There's just this is one movie. I mean, I have a lot of movies like this, but yeah, I can watch it every time and still just be ingrained in just watching it for 2 straight hours and always love it. And it's we all have movies like that, but this is definitely one of mine. So absolutely 5 out of 5.
Fuck yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I can still get, the same stuff without seeing the reflection, But
same shit,
I definitely think you just drop knowledge on it. I love it. So right. Wyatt Earp, is that up next? Is it going to be a horror and a western? Slice and dice cast. Yeah, motherfucker. But I just saw that it was directed by Lawrence Kasdan, so that makes me want to watch it even more now.
Oh yeah,
baby. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with Laid to Rest.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's take 5 real quick.
Yeah, man, I gotta do the urine.
Do the urination. Let's get some fucking rock on inhalation.
Yeah, good film, man. I fucking love that movie, man.
I guess we're not going to be able to talk, I guess.
Yeah. Fuck that. It's break time. We dance.
Dance. Woo.
Do you guys want to hear on the breaks?
Van Halen break.
Laid to Rest up next. So, Bill, what are your 2 movies again?
I'm thinking Maximum Overdrive and The River's Edge.
I have a golf course around here I used to play at called River's Edge.
Nice.
I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back.
My laptop has 4% and it's plugged in. What the fuck?
It's on vinyl, right?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to save my voice.
Here you go, Rochelle.
What?
Rochelle posted in the group, I want to see nudity on the breaks. You got it, baby.
I'm trying to save my voice, man.
You motherfucker, Bill.
What's that?
Crime Wave.
You watch both parts?
Yeah. And we'll save that for tomorrow.
You didn't like Bruce
You're welcome,
Campbell?
Michelle, anytime.
Bruce
I'm
Campbell.
all
Man.
about taking off my top.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, shit.
You're a fucking maniac. I love you, man.
Love you too, baby cakes.
Baby cakes. Fucking Frankenstein. The small head.
It's a Scooby-Doo Frankenstein.
It's a Down syndrome Frankenstein.
Oh. I got a fucking bag of toys here. Nah, these are my daughter's fucking boy toys. Boy toys. Quote unquote. Little Bobble Chewy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuckery.
Fuckery. Oh, this guy rocks.
How about that?
Hey, Beetlejuice.
I'm sure you got this, Bill.
Yeah. Can't see it. I hear fucking Jim Mack.
I noticed your favorite gremlin right there, Bill.
Oh, the Gremlin. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The buck-toothed one.
Horror Block rocks, man.
Hell yeah. Got all sorts of fucking toys here. Now this one is mine.
Nice. Tie-dye minion, yeah.
Ready to get back?
Yep.
You guys missed it. I flashed Rochelle.
You flashed Michelle.
Yeah. She said, Jim, she said, I want to see nudity on the brakes. Start taking it off, boys. Get the banana hammock out.
Nobody wants my ass.
It's a very nice ass. Well, Rochelle, if you ever want to take yours off, you know what show to come and join to take off with. So
1 for 1.
Oh, those toys that the kids, my daughter watches. Right?
James wanted to see my tits on Facebook. Now she wants to see nudity. Everyone wants to get us banned on everything.
Banned. That's why you got to wear your full off pasties.
All right, y'all ready to get back?
Let's do this.
Wait, where's Jay? Jay Mac.
J Mac is back with his Cheeto crack. He's gonna eat that shit and put it on mute. Matt, I put 3, 4 Cheetos down. How good does it taste? Better than Mounds. Should I get the acoustic and sing you a number on the break, Rochelle? Clowns never laughed before, and beanstalks never grew. Was that a Brady Bunch movie, right?
Yeah.
And my picks are the Brady Bunch. No. I was thinking about Wayne's World.
Hey,
Wayne's World. Another one I was thinking about was Uncle Buck.
Oh, no. Not again, please.
Or maybe Once Upon a Time in America.
Hey, I tried out for that fucking movie. Never
how
saw
long
it.
it is?
Never saw
Desperado.
Desperado.
I actually auditioned for that movie.
We have to watch Once Upon a Time in America, but we have to watch the European release, which is 229 minutes.
Ugh.
Fuck that.
So we're gonna watch a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, I tried out for like a bully.
And then we're gonna have Don watch it on Mafia. We'll force him to watch it. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. All right.
We're at an hour 23 right now, just so you know.
The what?
We're at an hour 23 recording right now.
Sweet. Sounds good. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
In 5, 4. And we're back. Episode 40, Slice and Dice Dreadcast. And we are going to wrap things up with the second featured for the evening, and that is 2009's Laid to Rest, written and directed by Robert Hall. So, Jim, do we have a synopsis here?
Sure. All right. It says a terrifying story of a young girl who wakes up in a casket with a traumatic head injury and no memory of her identity. She quickly realizes she was abducted by a deranged serial killer, and in an isolated rural town, she must survive the night and outsmart the technologically inclined killer who is hell-bent on finishing what he started.
Dun, dun, dun!
This is the first movie I actually had to click on the synopsis because it was longer than what it could fit. It doesn't seem like this should be the movie that needs to be long.
First
starring
time
Bobby Sue Luther, Kevin Gage. Yeah.
So Jim, you picked this one again. What is the catalyst for Laid to Rest?
I think back then I got it when it first came out, And I think back then I was like I was always looking for movies that weren't theatrical releases, and like just looking on Google or something like that for, you know, horror movies of the year or something like that. And this popped up on the list. I remember getting it and watching it all the time, just all the time. And I've probably seen it, and I'm being realistic here, probably, I mean, at least 25 times.
Nice.
And
Nice.
I don't know why. It was I don't know. I really don't know why. I just did. I just kept. I could watch it and just keep watching it. And like even whenever you guys texted me last night about jumping on and watching it, I was like, yeah, why the hell? I mean, I don't have to, but yeah, why not? So I was like, yeah, I want to watch it again, even though you couldn't hear shit, but it was still fun.
Yeah. So last night we. J Mac, do it up.
No, I was just saying I can think of 2 reasons why Jim likes this movie so much.
Left and right.
I was gonna say chicks and gore.
Well, the strongest material on earth. No, but yeah, like when the same thing with Tombstone. When we said we were going to be doing one horror, one non-horror, I just picked the first 2 movies that popped into my head, and the fact that this one was one of my picks to be on the poll that, you know, didn't win the poll, obviously. So I'm like, you know what? I can't win a poll, so I might as well force you guys to watch what I want to watch.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna throw out there. I think it's a conspiracy that my movie won the poll again, and instead of firing me, you guys just didn't put the episode out.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't get this working. Sorry.
hey. What are you gonna do?
I think this is the second poll I put it on, and it still didn't win. So I'm like, oh fuck it. We're gonna watch it anyway.
And J Mac, you've seen this before?
Nah, man, this is my first time yesterday with y'all.
And Bill readily watched this and pleasures himself at the same time. So
You're damn right.
he's like, go, gore. Yeah, bloody titties.
Gore, yes.
Yeah. But yes. So Bill, let's get your thoughts on the Laid to Rest, and then J Mac and I will share our initial thoughts on first time watches.
All right. I saw this movie back in 2009 it came out, I think.
Man.
Yeah. And I fucking love it. I think it's one of like my favorite fucking franchise movies. If they make a part 3, but yeah,
It's in the works.
yeah, we'll see. This movie, I love so much that I wrote the director, Robert Hall, and said, "Dude, I fucking loved your first movie." So he sent me a fucking what do you call that? A screener for part 2 on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Nice guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
When did part 2 come out?
2011, and I have no idea.
The part 2 is called Chrome Skull Laid to Rest 2. It came out in 2011.
11, right? Nice.
Now, I heard this is one of the ones where the sequel might be better than the original. Have you guys seen Bill, you got the Blu-ray. Jim, have you seen the sequel?
I actually have not sat and watched the entire thing, so I can't comment on it.
All right. Bill, second one?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Good?
I love part 2.
Cool. So, all right, J-Mac, initial thoughts on Laid to Rest?
I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was cool. The all the kills and everything, awesome.
Oh my god, those fucking kills, man.
Yeah, it was like real cool. But
Practical effects, baby.
yeah, I probably would have been better off watching it on my own before we watched it the way we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Just because it was like, how those things end up, just so much madness going on, everybody talking and everything. I try to go back today to a certain couple parts and just watch it so I could hear it better and get a better idea what the hell was going on. And I was so damn tired yesterday by the time we got rolling and everything. But I really enjoyed it from, first time around. It was a lot of fun. So
Nice. Yeah, watching it last night with the crew, it was fun. And trying to pay attention and carry along, it's not the easiest thing to do. So you're cracking jokes, listening to people, watching the movie, but ultimately I still was following along, and I heard it pretty good. It wasn't the best, but I don't know. It's something that I think I would need to revisit to give a second watch, because I would just need a little more focus, try to dig deeper beneath the surface. But you're watching the movie and it's like, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? She wakes up in the casket, and I didn't realize that she was going to be waking up in the casket again.
Right.
So I don't know. The characters of what's his name? What was the older dude? What was he?
Richard Lynch?
Not Richard Lynch. Kevin Gage's character, Tucker.
Tucker.
That's what his name was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was a little stiff to say. I like Sean Whalen's. He did a good job portraying the nerdy character, right?
Yeah, he always does, man.
That was good. But I don't know. I think the gore was fantastic.
Oh man, yeah,
that's a major part of a slasher.
Yeah.
So, I'm like in the middle. I don't think it was anything crazy. Like, oh man, Tombstone was, what I mean, mind blowing, phenomenal film. Where this was an all right slasher, But again, I like to think about the concept and look at it again, because there's this technology aspect to it that I thought was real interesting. And the phone they're using, the shoulder cam, it's a specific time where now it's so easy to just stream from anywhere, upload on the internet, boom.
Right.
Back then, it took a little more of a thing to get this technology going. So, like I said, I'd like to revisit it. I don't think it's a horrible movie, but I do think it is, a little slight. Right, it has its moments that are good. It has its moments that are cheesy, where the acting is a little shoddy. But yeah, it was definitely fun to watch it with the crew and do a little, not commentary over it, but hanging out, watching with your friends.
Hanging out with your family.
There were some moments where it got real quiet. Scenes got a little intense, but then there were times where they were just like talking, and it was just like the kind of same thing all over again, the whole cat and mouse game. But again, that's what a slasher is, and slashers are not my favorite under the umbrella of subgenres.
Wow, nice. They're mine, by the way.
Yeah,
I know. You and Jimmy love the slashers.
This wasn't a perfect movie by any means, but it's definitely an entertaining movie. And
Yes.
The gore factor is just awesome. And the version we watched last night isn't even the one, that I have. And there's a lot more to it.
Cut, right?
And yeah, I mean, it's definitely entertaining to me. I mean, I found it. And like I said, with Kevin Gage's character, or not his character, but Kevin Gage, I'm a huge fan of Strangeland, so having him in this was just awesome. And then Sean Whalen, obviously, I'm a fan of his. The brother-in-law, I'm blanking on his name right now, but Sean Whalen and him were in That Thing You Do Together, so that was kind of a little trivia for you there. But which is also one of my favorite movies. Jonathan Schleck, whatever you say his name. Yeah, so, but the gore factor definitely gets me going. I love the practical effects. I love the fact that like the killings don't look fake. They actually look good, and Like whenever he puts his, the knife through the wife's head, and her eyes are, blinking, and it just looks good. It's definitely good, very good effects, and that bumps it up to the rewatchability for me. Just appreciating that aspect of it, and then I just love the slasher part of it, and
the artistry of
it's
it.
really good.
And it's not like they were sitting there. I'm sure the budget wasn't big on this one. It's not like they were packing millions and millions of dollars. I mean, I don't know what the actual budget was, but again, I'm sure it wasn't, like 10 mil. And to do these practical effects, it's not the easiest thing when you can just pop on a computer and easily do your thing, It's definitely one of these films that you could just pop on. You don't need to think too much. It's a badass slasher. And when you go into a slasher, what do you want? You want killing, stalking, nudity, right? These are usually the things that you want from your slasher films, and it supplies that. You get your phenomenal looking kills, and I got to see the unedited cut. I guess, is that the director's cut or the unrated edition or something?
Yeah, there's a director. Yeah, it's director's cut.
Right. It's got a badass soundtrack. I think the soundtrack definitely works. That heavy metal. You get Suicidal Tendencies. I'm a big ST fan. I think Chrome Skull is a cool looking killer. It kind of looks like a mix between a Predator and a Terminator with the thing on his shoulder and the fucking, like that, a metal looking face. But it kind of reminded me of Hatchet in a way, but Hatchet is a much better film. I think it looks better than Hatchet, though, as far as looking like a film. What else? What else you got?
J-Mac? Anybody? Nobody?
Yeah, I was just saying, I like the whole thing about him filming all this stuff, like that little gizmo on his shoulder, the camera, doing everything. And it's just like, now that I live down here, I go to Disney a lot, and you see so many like douches with like GoPros strapped to their heads. like GoPros are cool, but like, do you need to videotape every fucking second of your life? Like, I was in the grocery store today, and there was this old lady who literally had a stand for her cell phone that clipped onto the wagon, like the handlebars of the wagon. She's rolling on the store. Like, you can't go to a grocery store for fucking 20 minutes without needing your phone like that accessible, where it literally is like a foot away from your face because you got this giant thing you attach to the shopping cart.
Oh boy!
She has to show people all the cucumbers she's buying for her late night filming.
All the cucumbers.
Just like the shit that people choose to document now with photos or videos, it's nuts to me. Like, when you were a kid, would you ever think like, man, I better take a picture of this plate of food before I eat it?
Yeah.
It's
in the horror mafia group.
Yeah.
I do it just to show how fat I am.
But I mean now, because that's like common fucking place now. Like, when you were like, did you ever think you need to do that when you were younger, or anybody would?
Food porn? No.
Yeah, like, I don't get it, but
I mean, American Pie was the original food porn.
Yeah. But
I still want to fuck that fucking pie.
It was fun, and
it was fun when you fucked the pie.
I want to fuck that pie.
I couldn't.
We had a friend that fucked the spaghetti sandwich. I don't know if J-Mac knows about that.
It's not sounding familiar. It doesn't sound like something I forget. So I might have missed that. Not a bit out that night.
Oh yeah. I'll mess with you.
The dude Lena Headley whatever the fuck you say her last name, being in this. I love that chick because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. So seeing her up in the mix was awesome. How she got it was cool. Like I said, all the kills in this, it was fun. all that kind of stuff. Their accents disappearing from time to time was like, yeah, but that shit happens, you know. But like, if you're just looking at it for what it's supposed to be, it was awesome. You know, not trying to fucking remake Shakespeare over here or anything.
Hey, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just sad we didn't get to see Bobby Sue Luther and more shit.
Right?
She's married to the director of this, isn't she? Or was?
No.
Oh, they broke up.
Yeah, no, they're divorced now. Yeah,
Oh, you got a shot, Jim.
I'm getting there, man. She lives right in Maryland. They actually filmed this movie in her hometown.
If you got tremendous boobs like that, you should probably like actually do nudity. Yeah.
Hey,
Damn.
when in Rome.
I noticed they had one of those Tarantino trunk shots.
Look at that. Just look at that. Just look at it.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
The listeners can't see, but it's a hot chick.
Yeah.
That's why you got to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Right.
Hey. So, yeah. I mean, I got nothing else here with this one.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't do my
Yeah, if you're a fan of
analysis
slashers,
of the slashers' motives and all that shit. So,
if you're a fan of slashers and you like practical effects and, dark scenery and all that kind of stuff, like visually dark, not like,
literally dark. No.
It's definitely you probably enjoy it.
yeah, it's got that 80s retro throwback feel.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it does.
Dirty bitches are my favorite kind of bitches.
Yeah.
I thought,
really, we're not going to be able to delve into this thing. So whatever you guys want, we got into it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, there's really not much to discuss, like what your favorite kills are. I mean, like I said, it's a run-of-the-mill slasher.
Holy shit!
That, the gore is more exceptional. Like J-Mac said, we're not recreating Shakespeare here.
Dude, one of my favorite fucking slasher movies of the fucking decade, actually.
Yeah? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're laughing at me. Look at this.
We're laughing at you. Ha ha ha.
No, it wasn't.
I'm dead serious. I love this fucking movie.
No. I think he's laughing about the message I sent in the group chat about the boiled spaghetti sandwich. He's not laughing at you.
I don't care. Dude.
I'm laughing at you.
Read the chat, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, Tucker like needing a cane to get around kind of made it hard to believe that he could keep getting away from this fucking guy for as long as he did.
Oh yeah, he was beating the shit out of him like he had a Louisville Slugger. It was a little fucking cane. You would have slapped me on the ass. It would have broke like when my mother hit me with the wooden spoon.
The flat fix fucking kill was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, the knife kills are amazing in this movie.
Yeah, that's a pretty dope looking knife too.
Yeah,
I have one that looks so much like it, but I don't have the finger holes for the grip. Oh, I want that one so bad.
You want another high school story consisting of a brass knuckle knife?
Sure,
of course.
We're on that now.
Story time with J-Mac.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name on here, but Joey might remember. I don't know because you started at a different school, right? And then you came over to us a little later.
Yeah, I was a failure.
Yeah, he would have been in your grade. He was a year behind me, and he went to the school I went to before then, so I knew him. And they were like kind of sticking this kid up every day, and basically telling him if he didn't bring them money every day, they were going to kick his ass. So the kid finally like told his parents, and the parents went to the school, and these two kids got kicked out. So the one that I went to school with before high school came back to school with a brass knuckle knife and punched this kid in the back of the head and ended up slicing the back of his head open. And the kid was bleeding all over the place outside of fucking Joe's Pizzeria on 9th Avenue.
Oh my God.
That yeah, I'll tell you later what his name was. I don't think you were there yet because it was like early in the school year.
Yeah.
You would have just been a freshman. So
yeah, no, I came in the middle of my junior year.
Yeah, so he came back to get the kid. He got arrested and all that. He fucking does that. Then he stands around just hanging out. Like fucking cops came and were like, you with the knife, come here. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember the dude from the pizzeria had to come out with a hose the sidewalk down because there was fucking blood everywhere.
Who? Joe's Pizzeria, the old Joe's Pizzeria?
Yeah, man, on Prospect at 9th.
Oh shit. Oh no, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of Sabella's Pops. Boozha.
Yeah, so the whole time I was watching this shit yesterday, I'm looking at that knife and I just kept flashing back to that.
Wow, shit.
Y'all want to rate this bitch or you want to keep going or what?
Let's do it. Let's rate this bad boy and go to bed.
Just trying to save the dead air, that's all.
All right, Jimmy, this was your pick, your slasher. What do you rate it?
Yeah, for a straight slasher, you don't delve into it. There's not a lot of symbolism here. It's just a nice slasher movie with great effects. Rewatchability for me, obviously. I'm going to leave it down a little bit, but I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. Solid slasher movie. Yeah, like I said, if you like slashers, you'll like this movie. And if you don't, then I don't know what you like because this has it all.
Bill?
Yeah. I fucking love this movie. I'm going like way up, but not all the way up. So I'll say 3.75.
All right. J Mac.
I go to 3.52 with Jim. Now that I have seen it, it's one of those things you kind of put on and just have fun watching in the background. All the fucking effects look cool as shit and stuff. So I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a good time.
All right. I'll go right down the middle, 2.5.
Wow.
I think, the gore is exceptional, but on the other end of the scale of jury, the sword and scale, right? It balances out, right? I think it lacks depth, and you don't have to have it, but I want it, So at the same time, though, I would like to revisit it and look at it again because I'm sure I could extract something a little more in depth out of it that I didn't get on the initial watch with the crew. Wow. So, but yeah, so I'm going right down the middle, 2.5.
All right.
And there it is, episode 40. It's been real. So what do we have up again next week, Bill? I forgot.
Oh, we got some fun stuff. We got Maximum Overdrive and The River's Edge.
The River's Edge.
Yeah.
Never heard of this.
Oh, nope. Good.
Have you guys?
Nope.
Nah, I don't think so.
No idea.
Even better.
So can you tell us?
You guys have heard of fucking what's his name? Yeah.
I just popped it on to Google. Hey, Jim, 1957. Get ready.
Jesus Christ.
Guys.
God damn it.
You guys like Christian, what's his name? Crispin Glover, right?
Christian Luciani? Oh, yeah. I love that fucking guy.
Crispin Glover's not made in 1957. He wasn't born.
No. And Keanu Reeves, right?
Wait, River's Edge or The River's Edge?
River's Edge. I don't know.
River's Edge, 86.
Wait, are you talking about the 1986 film?
86, yeah.
Oh, that's called River's Edge.
Yeah.
Listen, you almost fucking gave Jim a coronary over there.
Dennis Hopper, fucking Keanu Reeves, Crispin
okay.
Glover. All right.
Oh, your boy's in there, Daniel Roebuck.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I never heard of this film, but I'm looking forward to it.
We're down, man.
Excellent.
Awesome.
We are down.
Holy shit! Soundtrack features Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh man, Don is gonna be jealous.
How the fuck did you not see this movie, man?
Never heard of it.
Wow.
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves.
Sweet, dude.
Keanu
four
Reeves. What?
Wow,
It
the
has
poster
4
said-
award wins.
What?
It has 4 award wins, so I guess
Yeah.
it has more than Tombstone.
Better than
But-
Tombstone.
But did they win from the MTV Movie Awards? That's the question.
No,
That
they did
is the
not.
most pristine film award out there.
No,
They were
okay.
independent film awards.
There's no way that fucking movie is better than Tombstone. No way.
Jim likes seeing women murdered and degraded. Oh, cool.
If you want to
Thanks
paint
for
me with
showing.
that brush, go ahead.
Ooh,
So
this
it's
is
good when your
based
friends
on the
have to say
1981
about you.
murder of Marcy Renee Conrad.
Yes.
I don't want to read anything because I don't want any spoilers, and I feel like
No
I already got
spoilers,
spoiled.
We should have just let you watch the 1957 movie.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Oh, geez.
All right. So, Maximum Overdrive and River's Edge next time, folks. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thanks for listening. Check us out on the Instagram, the best horror memes on the net. Slice and Dice Dreadcast _ between everything.
Yep.
Find us on the Facebook. You will not find me active much on Facebook. I'll get into that next time. And explain that also on Horror Mafia next week. So if you want to know more about that, you could private message me or still have that.
Private message me.
That's right. I got the Facebook Messenger, but deleted the app off my phone. I am taking a hard break from being addicted to social media and getting shots of dopamine from it. And I'll go more into that next time. I'll leave you with that, folks.
Bend over for
We
your
might-
shot.
We might have a new intro by that time. We never know.
Yes. I think we have to do a hip hop intro just so Bill can love it.
Oh, God.
Bill, I listened to a Duran Duran song for you.
Duran.
I'm waiting.
We'll do a mashup. Duran and Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Fucking
Duran Tang Clan.
Pretty sweet. They got a lot of Wu-Tang mashup albums out there. There's a Beatles one. There's a Jimi Hendrix one. It's pretty sweet. The Beatles one is actually pretty dope. It's called the Magical Mystery Chambers.
There's also
Oh,
Beatallica.
that's sick, dude.
Yeah, and then the Jimi Hendrix one is like the something experience. I forget what the fuck it is exactly.
The Wu-Tang Experience. The
No one was-
Shaolin Experience.
Did you ever hear the Biggie and Frank Sinatra mashup album?
No.
It says Bed-Stuy meets Blue Eyes. Dude, you gotta find. I haven't heard it in a minute. I had it on my old iPod.
Wait, what? Dead guys mean blue eyes? What?
Bed-Stuy meets Blue Eyes.
Well, when in Rome, let's do this. Bed-Stuy.
No.
Oh, come on.
Beatallica.
Oh
Beatles and
god.
Metallica put together, man.
Don't worry, you're not going to hear it. It's in my headphones.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
wrap it up, folks. Oh, yeah. I'm spreading the news.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
sick. You got to hear this.
Anyway.
No, not
Yeah.
anyway. This is the best. My man, Notorious.
Duran's Notorious. Notorious.
Duran. We'll leave you guys with a little number.
Oh, yeah.
The Notorious B.I.G.
You guys fucking rock. I love you guys.
I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt, Pepper, and Heavy D up in the limousine.
Fuck is that?
All right, either we kill Jim or he's giving up on us.
Jim and Bill. I'm fucking dying.
Like you thought I would. Call the Crip same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know Bill, now you know. Now you know. That is sick.
Oh, that is shit. I was gonna say you're right.
New York.
And that's it, folks. Slice and Dice Shredcast, episode 40 in the books. We love you all. Thanks for listening.
Love you guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Later.
See you next